favorite pro-life movie?
Eternals?
Wait, no, pro-choice movie.
Eternals, your favorite pro-choice movie. Also, if you do this, people are going to hear...
Oh, no. Okay, so I was doing two things in my mind, right? I was like...
Edward. Edward is still 5 years old, confirmed?
I was just like... it's really like... And then like at the same time in my head, I was like, all right, I got to make sure I hold it to the thing.
Honestly.
So I was like...
Going in between both of them.
Yeah. Because both of those thoughts were happening at the same time.
Guys and making jokes with phallic objects. Name a better duo. There is no better duo. That's my point.
Yugi and Kaiba.
No, I'd say more like Yugi and Dark Magician. Because technically they're not a duo. I mean, they smashed the Dark Hunters when they went up against them.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I'd say they're a duo. Dude, Kaiba went back in time to go be with Yugi. Like,
all right. That's
well,
pretty
to go duel him. To go duel him.
This was just for the duel looks into his eyes.
Exactly. Like little Yugi, or like the actual Yugi of like his time, like came up to duel him, and he was like, you're not the one I want. And then like he really just made a whole ass time machine, just ruining the entire Yugi verse basically. Because like, Kaiba going back in time is what ends up leading to either the Mech Lord genocide or the or the dystopian future of 5Ds, I think. So if Kaiba never went back in time, they would have had a good timeline.
So basically, Kaiba never goes back in time. Yusei never exists. Why?
Basically.
Damn, I gotta
Instead of discovering synchro energy, they discover the XYZ energy. The XZ.
Oh, they're two different universes?
Yeah, they're two different universes.
Oh.
And although technically speaking, I think XDs happens farther in the future than 5Ds.
I was going to say, I thought that was past 5Ds because I thought like at the end of 5Ds, they were like, oh, we all got to come together and like, whatever hippie bullshit.
Yeah.
The kids' cartoon has to have.
Kids' cartoon communism.
This is a child's cartoon we're talking about, okay?
Yeah. It's strictly communist. You can't have capitalism in children's cartoons. It's illegal.
Exactly. Dude, like, do you see Big Bird getting the flu shot?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the flu shot. Oops. Big Bird getting the avian flu.
Oh, no, you're going to start anti-flu.
Honestly. Anti-flu. Anti-flu. Not even Antifa. Anti-flu. Big Bird taking the COVID vaccine. That was pretty funny because, I mean, it's Big Bird. I mean, yeah, it's Sesame Street because the reason it was a whole thing is because it got approved for kids. That's why, like ages 5 to 13 and stuff like that. Basically, it was deemed safe for them, the Pfizer vaccine. Yeah. So that's why he was like, oh, because in the show, obviously, Big Bird's a fucking child. Like, that's why
he's supposed to be like fucking
6 or 7 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
He's like a child.
Forever 7.
How old? Yeah. Let's see. How old is Big Bird?
Google, Alexa. How old is Big Bird?
Big Bird is 52 years old.
Okay, that's not.
Okay,
no.
Big
Bird's
like
not
actual...
52. Oh, Big Bird is a 6-year-old.
There we go.
Yeah. Alexa, you failed us.
You
Kill
failed
yourself.
us, Alexa.
Oh my God,
no.
it died. Actually,
she got angry.
She was like, I will remember this when the uprising happens.
Oh, fucking.
Alexa knows. Oh, Jesus. Don't say anything. You're going to activate it. It's like activating the fucking Winter Soldier over here.
Yeah.
But okay, so yeah, he's a 6-year-old. Big Bird is 6 years old, so it's safe for him. He got his. He's like, my wing is a little sore, but I'm doing it. And it's like, everyone's like, well, the kids can try and understand, right? And it's like, you got to get your shots. I mean, obviously, all kids have to get like rubella, mumps, flu shots, measles, fucking bronchitis.
You won't be allowed in school if you don't get them. So,
exactly. Like it's always been a standard.
Also, I think we should just get rid of homeschooling.
Dude, homeschooling shouldn't even be a thing.
Yeah.
Unless you're an accredited teacher, or
even then,
or it's like a kid following an accredited course.
Nah, even then.
Because
there's no way that like one person can teach 6 different subjects at a high school level in preparation for college.
Okay, that's true. Yeah.
If you want to say, can someone teach 6 subjects? Yes, I can teach 6 subjects. That doesn't mean I'm going to teach them well.
Does that mean my child will come out and not be a complete dumbass out of it?
Exactly.
That's not what it means at all.
It's like, like why did the tadpole become a frog or whatever?
Evolution.
Like, evolution.
Like in Pokemon? Yeah,
Yeah.
son, you're doing well.
Yeah,
And then
exactly.
He comes out and he's like, I know how to EV train. I know how to get the stats up. I know how to get my friendships up. XP share. I got everything. And they're like,
It's like,
but do you know how to do trigonometry? Trigger what?
Trigger who?
What, my trigger? Oh my
No,
goodness.
it's how do you call it? So, in what year did Egypt hold the highest power? The year that Yugi became the pharaoh.
Dude, honestly,
That is when Egypt reached the height of its power.
if I get kids, I'm not homeschooling them because they're gonna come out dumb as shit, dude. Like even I can admit.
Yeah,
that. I'm
like I if you homeschool your kids, I cannot trust you with children.
Nah.
Like it's just impossible.
Yeah, because I mean, even fucking PhD professors can barely, most of the time, can barely convey their fucking subjects at a college level.
And
like,
that's their own subject.
exactly.
Let
Stuff
alone
that
like
they've done.
Like imagine if you had that professor. We all know that professor. How do you call it?
Nobody passes my class. There's only 3 kids who have ever gotten out of here with an A, and they
Yeah.
had like a 90%, and you're all stupid as fuck. And it's like,
That means you're a bad teacher.
straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Straight up.
Like if you're bragging about how your kids don't pass your classes, imagine being the homeschool teacher, being the homeschool
None of my
parent.
kids have passed my classes.
I'm such a tough parent and parent teacher that none of my kids have passed any of their fucking classes. You sound like a failure as a parent. No,
And a teacher.
No, you don't understand. It's because I'm real with him.
It's
I'm
tough love.
Yeah, it's like
There are no participation trophies here.
you say
like,
that.
What?
You say that outside of any college class, and you sound like a fucking imbecile, dude.
Yeah.
But for some reason, it's okay for a college professor to go
Tenured.
Yeah.
They gotta be tenured. They
Yeah,
can't do
that's
it if they're
true.
not tenured.
That's true.
They gotta be tenured.
I mean, some part-time ones don't give a shit either. To be fair, like
Okay, yeah.
where they'll have their main career in the morning. They come to the campus like 6 o'clock, and they're like, or like 6:30, and like,
Yeah.
sorry, I'm late. I got out of the physics lab or whatever.
Yeah.
So just remember, no one's passing my class. Fuck you. Buy my book, and you have to get this year's book, and it's $600. And fuck you, and I wrote it.
Yeah, I don't know why. For me, generally, I know this isn't the case, but generally speaking, the more secure a teacher's job,
The less they give a shit.
The less they give a shit.
I
But
mean-
like, not in the good way. Like I one of my friends, except for the level 5 professors, level 500 professors. Sorry, they're tenured. They don't give a shit. They're just like, yeah, just turn in a worksheet with like.
I feel like I'd be that kind of teacher. I wouldn't be the kind of teacher that's like, no one's gonna pass my class. I'd be like, you turn in a fucking paragraph today, and
Yeah.
we're good, bro. We're good.
Yeah, like barring level 500 professors, how do you call it? Generally speaking, the safer their job, the worse they are at teaching. Like part-timers, like the part-time teachers that I had were generally like, oh yeah, like that's how I met Noosh. Because a part-time teacher was like, oh, if you go to this debate and judge this debate,
You'll get your dick wet.
yes, but more importantly, you don't have to take the final. You get a straight A on the final.
Oh, that's pretty good. I mean,
and if you go both days, you get both your midterm and your final just A's.
I feel like I remember you bragging to me about this.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I didn't even have to do the final.
Yeah, I didn't. He was just like, yeah, just go judge the debate. Do the thing. You're not the only one judging them, but you have to be a part of the panel that's supervising these
Discussion and
youngsters.
stuff,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then that's why I met Noosh, because her teacher had a more secure her teacher had a more secure position than mine did, and she was forced. She got no credit. It was just a mandatory assignment.
Yeah. Jesus, that sucks.
She just has to go.
Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but back to Big Bird.
That's the Big Bird.
Damn, Walter's right. We really
Yeah,
gotta focus.
we do. Like Walter's like,
Hey, but
like
at
on
least,
the money.
At least I'm like bringing it back to what we are
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about, and we
You
didn't
keep
go
us
like
on
a 30
track.
minute-
I like go off on like tangents of like
and I'm here with a leash going, Edward.
Yeah.
No, Edward.
Bad. bad boy, bad person.
Spray you with coffee in the face. Scalding hot. So
Scalding hot
So
coffee.
yeah. So Big
Oh,
Bird.
dude.
You got scalding hot coffee in your face.
No, I got it on my pants, but that's besides the point. Not right now, but I had
Earlier.
food poisoning
Oh.
a couple days ago.
How?
So we don't know. We think it was the In-N-Out because that's the only thing I ate that day. For those who don't know, I only eat like about once a day because
he's
I have no
lucky.
control over my life.
You gotta.
And so I ate In-N-Out, And the thing was, part of it, I thought it was because, well, I didn't know this at the time, but like when I came back home and I was talking to my friends the next day, they were like, "Oh yeah, you're never supposed to mix coffee and burgers."
Why?
Apparently, it gives you like the absolute worst case, the bubble, like diarrhea. It's like mixing shrimp and ice cream.
Isn't it like milk and watermelon also?
I don't know about that one.
Dairy and watermelon will also give you like indigestion and can give you diarrhea and stuff like that. That's
okay.
That's my parents were always like never mix it. And then I was like I thought that was a myth, but like a little like a few years ago I googled it and it's like an actual thing.
It's like
it gives you
bubble gut.
Yeah, basically it gives you bubble gut. But I didn't know burgers and coffee. That's weird because you'd think like someone goes to a diner and they're like, you want me to top up your coffee? And
like IHOP.
Thanks, miss. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And also like
Haven't
at
you
In-N-Out.
had-
At In-N-Out, I've had burgers and coffee.
It might have just been food poisoning.
It might have just been food poisoning. That's why I'm like, I'm not sure. But burgers and coffee apparently is like an actual thing, from what I know. From what I now know. But the thing is that I also drank the coffee like 20 minutes before the burger.
Huh.
Like 15 to 20 minutes, something like that. And it was weird. Like I was like stuck in the bathroom, and like I was at the bathroom at the Walgreens where we set up, right?
Oh Jesus!
And some dude was like knocking on the door. Like I just got in there. I was in there for like 3 minutes. Yeah. And like
he's hassling you already.
Yeah, and he was like trying to like open it, and I was like, "Oh, sorry, busy." And he was like, I was like, "Oh, okay." And then he just stood on the corner of like the outside area of like the stall, just like right there, like still inside the bathroom obviously, but like kind of like in the corner. And I was just there trying to like not die from the immense pain that my stomach was going through. Just felt like a molten iron like ball running through my intestines.
Jesus. No, I mean I'm googling it, but I can't find anything about like burgers and coffee because there's even it's showing me recipes for coffee burgers.
Burgers.
It might have just been food poisoning, honestly. Like some of them might have not handled something, might have not been cooked all the way.
Also, none of the In-N-Out people were wearing masks.
Where was this? Fucking Riverside or something?
Fuck, dude, no. It was in Beaumont, California.
How far is that?
It's about an hour and a half away.
North or south? North, right?
North, I think.
Yeah. Jesus, Northern California people.
It's like a relatively undeveloped area. Not gonna lie. Like it's so recent and like new type of property.
In-N-Out.
They just like Google Maps when you go like see like the street view
doesn't even show it.
Doesn't show like there's like a whole little like marketplace right there. Like it's legitimately just like plains desert things like on Google Maps. They haven't even updated it yet. That's how fresh this is.
Oh, okay.
It's like they don't in Google Maps they don't even have like the block thing outlined for the for where all the stores go. Like you know how sometimes you see construction and stuff, like how the Target is right here.
Yeah,
it's not even that yet.
Oh my god,
there hasn't been enough time for Google Maps to update it. Like it's such a like a remote like out of nowhere kind of area.
Yeah,
the street vendor tacos are bomb though. Not gonna lie, although they kicked them out. Like
they kicked them out?
Yeah, because we were at the Walgreens, right, and we were. Obviously, when we first set up there, no one was set up there.
Yeah.
It was just us. There were no tacos. There were no nothing.
No one was copying you guys.
Exactly. And so...
It's my spot.
And so we started setting up there, right?
Get these Mexicans out of here.
Exactly. Get these goddamn Mexicans... No. And then next week we come... And there's like a giant stall, like literally like 4 or 5 tents long, of just tacos, like a taqueria.
Oh, okay.
Just one vendor tacos, but they're taking up like a whole part of the sidewalk. Yeah. And we're like, all right, we don't care. We're not gonna be like, hey, this is our spot and get the fuck out of here. Yeah. Gotta get a bunch of like, I don't know, like 6 foot, 20 pound, 200 pound Mexicans behind us. Like, get out of here. This is our turf. Nah. We're not about to do all that.
Just show them the pea stains by the tree. Be like, I marked my territory, sir.
Yeah, exactly. This is where I threw up, the other day.
Exactly, because the food poisoning.
It's food, exactly. No, dude, that's the other thing. Like, I was like busy. Like, I was like out of the Walgreens bathroom, right? I was like, hurry up, trying to make a turtle, because someone good customer, way good, super good customer, came by, and I was like, okay, gotta make this, and I was like already drenched in sweat. And I was like. And then like I started feeling something, and I was like, "Oh no!" And I just dropped everything. I ran to like the sidewalk and just like
threw up
projectile.
Oh, fuck.
Just, and I was like, "Oh fuck! Okay, I think that's over." And my stomach still felt bad. I started walking towards the van, and then just again.
Wait. So you got food poisoning over there.
I was over there. That's why I was in the Walgreens bathroom.
I know that, but I'm like, I was gonna say like, did you feel bad beforehand? But it was just like you ate over there, and then food poisoning.
Yeah,
basically.
and I hadn't eaten anything the whole day before, so I was like perfectly fine. I was like, all right, I'm getting hungry.
Dude, one time this cunt doctor told me that wasn't a thing. That she was like, because I in the morning, so Sunday, right? I'm at work, and then I have like Pollo Loco, whatever, right? And I'm perfectly fine. I had it at like 4:00 or whatever, right? And I didn't eat anything for dinner. And in the morning, I come in for a Monday morning meeting at Metro. I'm perfectly fine. You know, I go to the bathroom in the morning normally. I'm fine. And then I hit up Hector, and I'm like, hey, Hector, you want to go get like breakfast? He's like, sure. And so we meet up at like Bob's Big Boys, and I eat there. And then like maybe 10-15 minutes after we're like done eating, I'm like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. And I was like, I go over to the bathroom, and I'm just like, and there's just like water, like straight up water. And I was like, I got fucking food poisoning. And then so I'm like there, right? And then I text Hector like, Hector, I think I got food poisoning. And it sucks too, because I'm like, I should have been like, I want a refund or something, you know? Hey, my friend's stuck in the bathroom. He got fucking food poisoning. And I didn't even take the leftovers. Like that's how obviously that's how bad it was. I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking eat these leftovers.
You always take leftovers,
of course,
except
when you get food poisoning. And so I'm like, okay, you know, I'm in the bathroom, like, okay, Jesus, I'm leaking right now. So then I get out, and I'm like, okay, hopefully it was just that. I don't know, you know, might just be like morning nervous guts, who knows. And then I get in the car with Hector, and Hector was driving. That's the thing. Hector was driving. Okay. And so Hector drives us back, and he's like, and I'm like, my hands start to sweat, and I'm like, oh no. And we're like, we're still like 5 or 6 minutes from my house, but we're about to pass Hector's house, and I'm like, Hector, can we stop at your house real quick? And he's like, what? I'm like, I'm not gonna make it. Can we just stop at your house? He's like, okay. And then I'm like, and his is upstairs, dude. And I'm like going upstairs. My legs, I'm like this. I'm like going up the stairs, and I'm like basically crawling, and then I waddle over to the bathroom, and then I'm like, again, right? Fucking pure water. And I'm like, fuck, man. And so I tell my manager, who had just seen me earlier perfectly healthy that day, I'm like, tell the manager, like, hey, I can't make it in. I got food poisoning. He's like, what? But you were fine this morning. I'm like, dude, I know, but I don't know, something I just ate. And I went to like one of the little clinics, like not a real doctor place, right? A little clinic.
Yeah.
I mean, that was probably my first mistake.
That was your first mistake, yeah.
I go to a little clinic, and they give me like they're like, oh, it's like food poisoning, dehydration, something like that, because I've just been shitting water.
Yeah.
And then the lady's like, yeah, it might just be an upset stomach, something like that.
Upset stomach, and bitch, you fucking leaking through your asshole.
Exactly.
What?
Like that's the thing. Like I don't remember the last time I've thrown up. No, I do remember the last time. Well, I remember one of the last times I threw up because it was so memorable. We'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
I tell her like, no, I think it's food poisoning because I had something, and then like a little while later, and she's like, and I exploded a little while later. Like I got sick, and I hadn't eaten anything else. And she's like, no, it couldn't have happened that quick. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, bitch, of course it can. Like
what?
You can 100% feel the effects of food poisoning like 10-15 minutes afterwards.
That's normally when you feel it.
Because your body will evacuate. Like when you take a normal dump, you eat, right? And then like 6 to 8 hours later, you'll have to go to the bathroom because that's how long it takes to process it.
Yeah.
But when it's food poisoning, your body's trying to get it out like that, which is why it comes out like water, and which is nothing's processed. It's just like, right?
Just
exactly.
Get rid of everything.
Exactly. Your body. That's like saying, oh, I ate something and I threw up. Well, it couldn't have been the food. Like that's what she was basically saying.
That's so dumb. Like. The first time I ever got food poisoning, it was like 30 minutes after I had eaten it. Like it was literally just a walk from fucking from Pollo Loco to over here.
Jesus.
And just like on that walk, just the second I got here, just run to the bathroom. Just
yeah. You know what's faster than the speed of light?
Your diarrhea shits.
Yeah, because by the time you get up to turn on the light, you've already shit yourself.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I feel like that one's better in Spanish. Every joke is funnier in Spanish.
Every joke is funnier in Spanish.
But
that's because you got the romanticized language.
Honestly, yeah, it's like romantico. Diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
You gotta roll the R's in diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
Yeah, English just sounds so crude.
No, people who don't understand Spanish just like diarrhea, and they're like, oh,
honestly,
like when in Dexter's laboratory when Dexter's speaking French and everyone's like
omelette de fromage, and it's like cheese omelette. Everyone's fucking creaming themselves over it, and it's like
diarrhea.
time to start saying terrible. Like what's time to Google STDs in Spanish. to
Spanish
romanticize.
STDs.
Let me see. Gonorrhea.
Gonorrhea. No, that's too close to the English one.
It is.
Yeah.
In Spanish.
Let's see.
Syphilis. It's all the same. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you gotta get the stuff with the hard R's.
A blue waffle in Spanish.
Blue waffle.
No.
Waffle azul. Waffle.
Waffle.
Instead of like how we say
waffle is
barril
gofre.
instead of
What the fuck?
Gofre?
Gofre. For
Gofre.
waffle in Spanish.
That's probably like Spaniard Spanish.
It's probably like
European.
a pattern. Like a waffle pattern. Let me see.
Yeah.
Sorry. You were saying? Gofre y almíbar.
I would like to have a
Give me Mexican Spanish. Mexican Spanish. It doesn't give it to me. Oh well. Let me see. I can't think of any other.
I don't know what I was thinking about. Not gonna lie, I just kind of disassociated for a second.
STDs. What are the 5 different types? Chlamydia. Okay, let's see chlamydia.
Chlamydia.
Dude, honestly, it's all gonna be the same.
Clam.
Chlamydia in Spanish. Chlamydia. Yeah, it's all the same.
Yeah, it's all the same.
Herpes. Let's see. Herpes can't be the same.
No. There's some that are specifically different. You know how I know? Because there's like all those TikTok accounts that are like these different countries, the way they pronounce or spell words, and it's like all the countries are in unison. Azul. I'm gonna call it blue.
Well, that's only because I like.
It's usually the German though. Like it's usually
German,
like
yeah.
it's usually German that's the odd one out. Like sometimes they make specials where it's like America or
meme.
like Spanish, but it's
like
German.
Cat, gato, gatito, and then like something crazy.
Yeah, like Guts and Gas.
Yeah,
I don't
honestly,
know.
Trying to see.
Sometimes it hits the Spanish, but like there was one joke where it's like everyone was like, "Oh, it's the butter one. It's the butter one." It's like, okay, so what do we call the butter? And then that's all the countries listing off like just other different spellings with like a B, like butter, and then it's like Spain, or it was Mexico. I'll call it mantequilla.
Yeah, that's a good one. You know, it's funny though. The original meme was 7 years ago, before TikTok was even a thing.
Really?
German languages compared to other languages, 5.5 million views.
Oh.
7 years ago, it doesn't say.
TikTok, it blew up. That meme blew up on TikTok. Not gonna lie.
5.5 million views is a lot of views,
dude. So, like, there's like multiple of them, and like some of them always have like a minimum of like 2 million.
I was gonna say there is a lot of copying though, at least in TikTok, because I've seen like a small creator will make a joke and then a big creator will just steal it and then get millions of views, and you're like, or they'll just share the same video and get millions of views. Like one of my, I don't want to say one of my friends, but one of my associates from high school. He has like a couple thousand followers on Instagram, and he makes like these memes where he's like sitting in front of a bongo drum. I don't know if you've ever seen him on TikTok, but he says, let me find him. He is at your mom's favorite poet, and let me see. He probably
just plug that in real quick.
Hell yeah!
To our 3 followers.
Your girl favorite poet, not your mom's. So let me find a good one. But basically,
if you're in Alabama, it's the same thing.
Like he'll get like, he has 6,700 followers, right?
Yeah.
And he'll get like 3,000 views, 14,000 views on his videos. But someone reposted one of his, and it got like 8 million views. And he's like, bruh, like, where are all my fucking views? And they just ripped it from his.
Yeah.
They sort of stole it. And I'm like, I'm trying to see, where is it? It was a good one though.
Oh, yeah, that straight up happens like a lot. Like there's one account that I was following for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was like laughing, like it was great, it was hilarious. It was like this Elmo like burn stuff thing type of thing. It was weird, but it was funny. And come to that he didn't even like stitch it. It wasn't anything like that. No, he just straight up downloaded the content to the other creator, uploaded it to a new page with his, that was his.
Mm-hmm.
Just that's it. Not even just like changing it, not just mimicking the style, not just like I don't know, like not obvious theft, and then but no, he just straight up ripped the original video, posted it on his account, and that's it. He got millions of views on his account.
Well,
and that's it.
Shit happens all the time. I'm trying to
it's like,
find it.
Fuck, dude.
Okay, this one was crazy. He got 103,000 views for this one. Let me see if I can start from the beginning again. There's the other thing. So, some of his are memes that I've already seen, but he just adds his flair to it. Like, okay, have you seen this joke before?
Oh yeah, I've seen him on TikTok.
Yeah. His name's Hockey. I knew him in high school. I'm just gonna say I knew him in high school because like
I knew him in high school.
We didn't really like talk that much or anything. Like obviously we had classes together.
You just knew he existed.
Yeah, basically.
Story like new post. We seen it. We just don't like it.
So yeah, he got 103,000 views for that one.
Yeah, I see him on TikTok a lot actually.
Yeah, because people repost his stuff.
Yeah.
Like he has a TikTok and he posts stuff, but like people just rip his shit.
What's his name on TikTok? Is it still your girl favorite poet?
I think it is your girl favorite poet. Let me see.
Because in that case, I don't think I follow him. I follow someone who's just been posting his shit.
Yeah. Let me see. I don't think he. Yeah, I don't think. There was another one though that he did that was funny. Where I don't know. It might have been a repost or like a redo, where he's like, men invented arm wrestling just so they could hold each other's hands and look in each other's eyes, and then he does a little drum.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, some of them are pretty funny because he makes like some songs and stuff like that too.
I just got the text. I'm gonna go see my. How do you? Is it? What's it called in Spanish? Cuñada.
Cuñada or suegra?
Suegra.
Suegra is the mom of your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Girlfriend's mom,
Your
suegra.
girlfriend's mom.
Why?
I have to go see my suegra.
For the first time, or?
Technically not the first time. The first time I saw my suegra was when my girlfriend graduated, and she was having a small party, and I was just there like awkward because I don't know any of her friends really. No, not any of her friends, but like the ones that were there, that like graduated with her. I didn't know them. Well, not that I didn't know them. It's just like kind of like when your friend introduces you to their other friends from a different group.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah. Like that. Like how when I put you through when I took you to the Yu-Gi-Oh.
I was literally about to say when we went to the comic book shop or like to Jeffrey's Comics over there in Westchester and stuff, and your other friends, and I'm just like, I'm getting destroyed in Yu-Gi-Oh. I paid $5 to join this thing and I lost in the first duel. And it was funny because I was like, what's wrong? Like usually I'm so good at this, and it was like my deck was just trash.
Yeah,
like
trash.
It wasn't even like my skill. It was just my deck was garbage. Because
Yeah,
I was like,
garbage.
I'm gonna put one of every kind of psychic card in here, and that'll work. And it's like, yeah, there are certain times it'll work if your opponent gives you like 30 moves.
Yeah.
But this guy was like, okay, attack, and I was like, draw. I set and
I
go.
pass.
Because I got fucking nothing, dude.
Dude,
But
nothing.
and then once I got into real competitive stuff, oh my god, who's calling?
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going?
You're on the podcast.
No.
She said, "Oh no."
She said, "Oh no."
Everything you're saying will be recorded
Everything you say can and will be used.
in a court of law against you.
This is when we edit it, though, right?
No.
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay, I'll call back because if it's alright.
Okay.
Have fun.
All right, bye.
Enjoy your podcast.
Okay.
Like,
Love you.
talking about everyone. I love you too.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Nothing.
I said bye. Yeah.
Yeah, he said bye.
Okay, bye.
All right, love you. Bye. Oh,
That's
just hung
funny.
up on me. It's because I'm also gonna stream later.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stream in like an hour. I'll stream for like an hour and a half, so I can have enough time in the shower, so I can go see my suegra. Because my suegra apparently wants to talk to me.
You know what that means? It's time for you to inherit the oil fields.
Oh no.
It's time for you to become the oil baron your
I gotta go
1870
dress smart.
ancestors wanted. Got to dress smartly when I go and visit her today. So
I gotta go dressed like an English nobleman.
exactly.
Like what's his? Why can't I remember his name from JoJo?
I don't know, but So Big Bird, right? Oops.
Oh, oops.
Kind of went on a 30-minute tangent. Okay. Big Bird gets the Pfizer vaccine. She gets the COVID vaccine. Everyone freaks out.
Jonathan Joestar. There we go. That's the name.
Jonathan Joestar.
I gotta go dress. I gotta go dressed as Jonathan Joestar.
Jonathan Joestar. We gotta throw up an image of him.
Yeah, I gotta throw up an image of him when he's in like his school uniform. That's when.
Jonathan Joestar. Let me see. Jonathan
Joestar.
What was it in his school uniform?
Yeah.
How old is he? Like 15?
He's like 16. Yeah.
Stupid.
I think his arc ends. He's like an adult because he has a child at the end of it. But spoilers for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oops.
I
mean, I don't really. I don't watch it. So
look.
Okay. Save that image. Send it to me so I can put it on the.
I gotta go dressed as Jonathan Joestar. Like
exactly. And then
dude, that's the dream.
It's the dream.
The dream. It's the one and only dream.
Okay, so I just made a note of that 20-minute Joestar.
Okay. 29-minute. Yeah, where's your computer? You're supposed to have like a.
Honestly, I had the laptop. I'm fucking up today. It's just
it's in the back.
Yeah, it's just sitting in the back. Was just I don't know. We started and I got lazy and What
was I gonna send you? There was a video. Oh, here we go. This one. I don't know why I just posted it.
That's buy one get one free. That's a good one.
I've been sending that to people just randomly, just like.
That's a good one.
And if anyone ever disagrees with me, I'm just sending them that. Keep that shit up. You're gonna catch these hands.
Honestly, and you're a salesperson, so you tell them buy one get one free.
Exactly.
That's a good one. Okay.
Oh, dude, I finally had a customer for the first time that like I wish I could just
catch these hands.
Catch these hands.
Fuck customers, first of all. All right, this is our fuck customer segment.
Not really, because I don't want to say anything about them.
You don't?
No.
Why do they watch this?
No, they don't.
Wait, then what?
I just don't want to talk about them. Like
I'll
get physically mad.
It is that bad.
I'll get I'll get upset.
That bad.
Yeah.
He will destroy the set again. Why do you think we have new mics?
Exactly.
All the other ones got trashed last time. We had to
Dude, I just
leave the podcast.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Why do you think Andres has a new haircut? Like I knocked all the hair off of him.
I lost half of it in the divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So.
We'll be back together one day.
Somebody that I used to know.
That dude really just dropped that single and then just disappeared for life.
Well, because the thing is, he made enough money for that he was able to go back to like his old band and just be creative, basically.
Yeah.
So it's like he's
so basically what I would.
The opposite of a sellout. What is? I mean, because to be fair, like no one's really a sellout.
No.
I mean,
the concept of a sellout is like
they're trying to make money.
Weird.
They're trying to make a living.
Yeah.
I understand that. Like if fucking Doritos comes to us and is like, hey, do you want to put us on your podcast? And then we just throw up a huge Doritos.
I would be wearing nothing but Dorito merch for like a month. Like I swear, I would have like a Dorito hat, a Dorito sweater. Like exactly. I would like be making you put like a Doritos like.
This would be the Broke Till Friday.
Broke till Dorito.
Broke till Dorito pays us. Podcast. Yeah, that's what this would turn into. Okay?
For reals.
Like I don't know. Anytime someone goes, that guy is such a sellout. It's like, well, that guy's looking out for himself, his family, his friends, like people that he supports. You know.
I don't know. Tough. It's weird. I don't know. I have complicated feelings about it because like at the same time, like if you have an idea or like a vision that you're already doing, and then you get money and then you decide to change it, I'm like.
Well, because then again, it might not be their choice to change it. That's the other thing. That's
why. That's like that's the one thing about the sellout that I do understand, that it's like people receiving your stuff don't want it to be heavily influenced by capitalistic tendencies, whether they like to admit it or not. Like they don't want corporations influencing stuff that they would enjoy. Like if a certain thing has a certain message, they don't want Doritos or something to like have their hands directly involved in the creation process of that. But at the same time, it's like they're just trying to get a couple bucks.
But so I would say like
YouTube sponsorships are like the best thing, where it's like I can't see how that would be a sellout.
Yeah, creator getting direct money. You just watch a few seconds of an ad, goes to them.
Cool. Yeah, and that's cool. And then there's no involvement in there. They're just literally it's advertising.
Yeah, the only one I have, like, let's say problems with or different feelings about is when it's like someone that's already rich that then becomes like a bootlicker or something, like John Cena, Terry Crews with the Amazon thing. Because I mean, yeah, I understand he's an actor, he's acting, but still, like, he could have said no.
Yeah,
you know,
no.
like
he had more than enough freedom to say no.
Yeah, he's a millionaire. He's someone in demand. He's not like, oh, I'm just an up and coming guy.
No, you know what? You know what's the clearest example of it?
Which one?
It's like when. So what's his face?
John Cena apologizing to China and Chinese because he said Taiwan's a country?
Yes, but and Taiwan is a country, free Taiwan.
Taiwan is a country, free Taiwan.
But more importantly, not more importantly, but
nothing's more important.
Just very free.
More importantly, my feelings.
My feelings about the situation.
Okay, who sold out?
No. What's that boxer dude's name?
So many.
That fought with
Ben Askren?
No, that fought with Logan Paul.
Ben Askren, yeah.
No, the other one. The
Conor McGregor?
Floyd Mayweather.
Oh, Mayweather, yeah.
Mayweather. So Mayweather, like, you know what his excuse was for basically running a pseudo scam?
What was the excuse?
You know, legacy isn't going to feed my children. Bitch, you're a millionaire.
Unless he has absolutely terrible money managing skills, which I could believe 100%.
Yeah, true.
Because I'm like, he can't even read, right?
Yeah, he can't read. He's illiterate.
Mayweather's literally fucking illiterate. So I would not be surprised if, like, his manager was, like, scamming him and being like, look over these tax returns and just sign them at the bottom, Floyd.
Yeah, but he's not dumb. Like, that's the thing. Like, if you see him in things, he's not dumb. He's smart.
That's why he was able to scam people.
Yeah, that's why. That's exactly why he was able to scam people. That's what makes it more like
egregious.
Because it's like you understand what you're doing and you know you don't need that money, and you decide to still run those types of scams.
Technically, I was gonna say that's not even that's not selling out. That's scamming people. That's different. That's two different things. Like there's one thing
but
if they're like
sold out because it's Logan Paul that came to him with that thing.
I guess.
Or was it Jake Paul? It was one of the Paul brothers.
Yeah.
That he fought with, and they were like, let's fix the fight. They essentially went, let's fix the fight. I'll win. We'll both make a shit ton of money. But if you win, we were not going to make as much money because everyone's like, oh yeah,
he's washed out or something.
No. Because if Floyd Mayweather won, they're like, oh, of course, Floyd Mayweather won. But by having the Paul brothers win, it drums up publicity. It drums up money. You know, people
hype
buy the merch.
Like
hype, all that stuff. And so they both make a shit ton of money. And so he literally sold out for the money. He decided to, lose the fight, rig the fight for so that he can earn money. So, which is that's kind of like the level where I feel like that's like the bad part of like selling out. Like when you, change what you do, specifically for the money.
I guess we'll put in like levels of scumminess. It's like, okay, putting ads on your YouTube, obviously because you want to survive.
Yeah.
Branding your throwing in brands into your sponsorship deals. By becoming the brand. You know how how we were joking about that Dorito podcast, that's another one. And then,
I feel like both of those are basically zero. This one is still worse than the other, but it's like they're still basically like so low on the scale that it's like.
Think of it this way: do you really want to hear like, oh, and our Dorito 5 minute of the day, realistically?
But okay, that's the level above though.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. I was saying the YouTube ads because it goes directly to the creator, and they put their ads, and then the YouTube, and then the branding renaming, and then becoming like a bootlicker for a company when you're already like rich, or taking scummy deals when you're already rich, or advocating for something else. Like I'll put John Cena's actually above that, above what Terry Crews did, because like I said,
by far,
I can give Terry Crews the benefit of the doubt because he's an actor. Maybe an agent just said, hey, just film this commercial, okay, whatever. Well, but I know that he's also intelligent enough to understand what Amazon is doing. That's why it's still above the other stuff. And then John Cena straight up apologizing on behalf of a fucking dictatorship that's infringing on human rights. Not the U.S. this time.
For some reason.
And then
like
straight
he's
up
a US
scamming
icon.
people. Yeah, and then straight up scamming people all the top of the scam pyramid.
The scam pyramid.
The scum pyramid.
It's the how do you call it? The MLM of scams.
Exactly.
Just the bottom tier, just
because there's a lot of people with YouTube stuff and they're doing it, but there's only so few people apologizing for a country.
There's like I don't know.
With war crimes.
Yeah, I don't know. I like when they advertise, say, Raid Shadow Legends. We all know Raid Shadow Legends is like
I don't ever know. It's some
Trash.
dog shit game. I don't know.
Well, no, it's not just that. It's like it actively promotes gambling. Like it's owned by a casino company.
And the next episode, sponsored by it's a fun game, and
See,
make
here's
sure
the,
that
here's the thing. I straight up would.
100%, dude.
100%.
'Cause
But
they're
like, here's
paying
the thing. The
creators.
math is different. The math
Yeah.
is different. They pay creators so much that like it just makes financial sense for anyone trying to earn money to advocate for them.
You'd be dumb not to do it. It's like
Yes.
those jokes where it's like, would you punch your girlfriend in the face for $10,000? And it's like,
Or would you allow your boyfriend to cheat for $2.5 million?
yeah, and it's like, $2.5 million. They'll pay for plenty of therapy.
Yeah.
Or a new bitch. yeah, you got it.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
those kinds of questions. But yeah,
Yeah,
sponsorships.
definitely.
If they offer, I don't want to say if they offer you enough money, but if it's just a game, like it's not like they're. I mean, you kind of like you said, it's a little unethical, I guess, with the gambling and
It's
stuff.
a little
but
unethical, but well, it's kind of really unethical. I'm not gonna lie. Like the weeds of Raid Challenge is actually pretty unethical, but it's like
we have not done our research. Disclaimer.
we have not done our research. This is just off of the napkin, just like what we've seen
Yeah.
in other things and what we've read about it and
Yeah.
other stuff. But it's, how do I put this? It's kind of like, how likely are the people watching you going to participate in that, especially when the rest of the content is like so anti, like
Consumerism and stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah. Like, how many times have we talked about eating the rich? Generally speaking, people
It's
who would
true.
fall for Raid Shadow Legends would not be listening to this type of content.
That's true. And even then, they would just skip over the part like that. I mean, that's what I do.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I've seen the ads where it's like the built-in at ones, where they're like, okay, we're doing this, blah, blah, blah. Oh, and let me take a second to thank our... Next. Just
Yeah,
smashing
yeah.
the next button. And then like, okay, back to the video. Then that's where I start.
Yeah, that's where I start. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean...
That's what I do. Like, yeah, it's slightly beneficial. Like the creator has to be like, yeah, why don't you watch the segment? But
Yeah.
realistically, like even other creators have been like, if you just skip over those 10 minutes of that
It doesn't do
sponsorship, it doesn't do anything.
anything.
Like the
I
creator
still
still
get
gets
my
paid.
money. Yeah.
The contracts still keep coming in.
Yep.
Like all they care about is the viewership.
Yep. pretty
And
much.
they're not gonna have access to your back end analytics, so they're just gonna have access to your view numbers.
True. That's
So
true.
they're not gonna know when people skip over, if the people skipped over the ad or anything like that. They're just gonna know how many people saw your video,
Yeah.
and
Total number of views, aggregate number of views.
aggregate number of views, and then that's it. That's it. Boom, 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 pow.
And that's how you make money.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
Yeah. So I don't know. It kind of depends.
Yeah. But I mean, like I said, levels of scumminess.
Levels of scumminess. Anyways, Big Bird.
So yeah, Big Bird got the vaccine. Conservatives got big mad.
Yeah.
And it's so dumb. Like, it's a fucking... First of all, well, I don't want to discredit it either by saying it's a fictional bird, because it is impactful to people to see that, like,
Yeah.
when they put, like, let's say, a disabled Muppet and stuff, kids are like, hey, I can connect with that,
Yeah.
It's like, Daddy, why am I in a wheelchair and the other kids aren't? Like, stuff that, like, kind of breaks your heart when they're like, they're little kids. I mean, like, there's this episode, super famous episode of Big Bird, when Mr. Hooper... That's his name, right? Mr. Hooper, the guy who owns Hooper's convenience store, he dies, right?
Yeah.
And in like one of the episodes, he's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Big Bird. Mr. Hooper's not here right now." And he's like, "Oh, okay. I have a picture of him though. I drew a picture for him. Can I give it to him?" He's like, "Oh, he's not coming back." And he's like, "Why not? Is he like going somewhere else or something?" He's like, "Oh, he passed away." And it's so fucking sad seeing you try to explain, because it's literally
You have to explain
what
it to like a
happened.
3-year-old,
a child, a 6-year-old, basically.
6-year-old, yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, like even watching that scene right now, I'd be like, please stop. He's like, he's just a kid. Don't do this to him. But it's like, yeah, like it is impactful to people, because you have to try and teach them these kinds of things, so that they have an understanding of the world. Because of course you can't be like, kids gonna be fucking 13 and going like, yeah, nobody ever dies. Like, obviously.
Then you end up with Anakin.
Honestly, yeah.
That's literally the issue that happened with Anakin in Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's like he didn't have a concept of death.
Yeah.
And because he was he was basically Force Jesus, he caused hell because he didn't have a concept of death.
But not just that, they could have fucking saved his mom.
Yeah.
From, like, hey, my mom was a slave. Did you buy her? Pff, no, loser. You're the only important one. Why would I give a fuck about your mom? Like, idiot. And they were even telling him, hey, he's really connected to his emotions. So guys, be careful with that. Should we save his mom? Nah,
fuck her.
Fucker. That's fucking bad.
Let her get killed.
Honestly,
Tuskens, who?
she gonna burn like the rest of them anyway,
Yeah.
because she wasn't in the Space Jedi.
Exactly. No, okay, now imagine, like, Obi-Wan knew that Padme was pregnant, right?
Yeah.
Like, he knew that Padme was pregnant.
You know-
Imagine it when he fought Lord Vader, when he fought, like, Anakin when he'd fallen to the dark side.
Yeah.
After he'd, like, fucking eviscerated him, he'd picked him up and taken him to the place where Padme's giving birth. Because in the Clone Wars, we see he goes straight to where Padme's giving birth. And so imagine if he just picked him up, took him there, got him healed up, and he saw that his wife was fine and that his child was being born.
Well, why did Padme give up the will to live? That's the
Because
other thing.
Anakin was like that. Because Anakin became that way. That she gave up the will to live. Because Anakin betrayed her.
So, yeah, I guess like the heartbreak and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a real thing. People,
Yeah.
like old people, when a spouse dies, they die within a few months of each other because like they die of heartbreak and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, damn.
And now imagine
really
going
like
through
that.
that sort of thing and pregnancy and you've just been force choked to death, basically.
Oh, I know. Like he fucking is like him, the equivalent of him backhanding her.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay.
So it's like it just
Well, do you think if he was like Anakin, instead of like saying the whole "you are my brother, now we have to fight," instead of being like Anakin, Padme's pregnant, think of the future. Do you think something would have gotten better like that?
no, because he was already in a rage state. When someone's that angry, it doesn't just go away. That's why I'm saying that after
Well-
Obi-Wan had won, after he had won the duel, and Anakin was like just lava fodder.
What if he told him as soon as he found out she was pregnant? Because he
Oh,
wasn't.
that would have been different. Because then Obi-Wan would have been like, oh, well, it depends how you want to read Obi-Wan, but I generally think of him like he's like legitimately like Anakin's brother. So even if he has like a hard line towards the Republic, he'd still be like, you've
I'll
betrayed
put
the
you over
Republic,
it. Yeah.
but we're going to solve this first before we, do any judicial hearings against you as a Jedi
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you broke the
Or
Jedi
anything.
code or whatever.
Yeah.
Like he would first make sure that Anakin and Padme are safe because he cares about them.
Yeah, because like if
And
anything,
then he'd do like the repercussions for everything that they did.
exactly.
But
Yeah, you take
first
down
they'd be
take down
safe.
Palpatine, and then all the Jedi are safe.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Like the way that it's portrayed, the way that the prequels have set everything up, it really is kind of just like
It's a space tragedy.
it is a space tragedy, but that's because of necessity. Like
yeah. The storyline.
Star Wars is a hero story, and by virtue of it being a hero story, any story that comes before it has to be a tragedy, because the point of the hero story is that the world starts out shit.
Yeah, because that's why they do the fucking reset in new ones.
Yeah.
Where it's like, boom, they reset everything. And they're like, oh, now we need a hero. We need a hero.
Yeah, we need a hero.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. But
Yeah, it's just
he could have been saved.
he could have the entirety of like every issue that's like in the main trilogy, the Skywalker story or whatever, could have been avoided if like 2 or 3 things went different. Like
I feel like if they save the mom, then they see that the Jedis have compassion. He listens to them a bit more, maybe. Or we grant you a rank on the seat. We don't grant you the rank of masters. Like that's come on.
Yeah.
They're just being semantic at that point. I know the whole like, oh, we're holier than thou, and you must listen to the Jedi ways. Like, come on, man. Like sometimes to just stick up your ass, man.
But you know why? Because the Republic at this point in Star Wars is supposed to be seen as like decadent Rome, basically.
Yeah,
like
they're up too much into their power and they don't realize it's crumbling.
But the movies don't sell it that way. And that's why we have these like, oh, if just Obi-Wan hadn't been a dick,
Yeah,
then
it's not as simple as that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of other stuff boiling.
but the movie doesn't show that.
Yeah.
The movies, and to an extent,
They
the
can't go
Clone
into
Wars
that-
doesn't either.
They can't go into that much detail and nuance, but the TV shows I think are helping that because they're showing you, like the Mandalorian stuff. They're showing you how some of the people don't like their jobs in the Republic,
Yeah.
or they don't like their jobs in the
Yeah,
Empire.
yeah.
I mean, also where they're like,
Yeah.
we had to burn a whole fucking unit of people, and it's like they're just people too.
Yeah,
that
they're
got
just-
lied to for like the First Order, for like the Empire and stuff like that.
The Bad Batch sells that too. They're like, most of the clones were basically brainwashed
Yeah.
to follow those
Programmed.
orders. They were
Yeah.
programmed to follow the orders of the Empire, basically,
Mhm.
and they didn't care. They programmed to follow orders specifically. Like there's a specific thing with what's the sniper dude of the group who
I
he betrays
haven't
them.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. He betrays like the actual group, the Bad Batch. and the reason why it was first because of the chip, but it basically what it is that the clones were made to follow orders, and they didn't care whose orders they were receiving, really. So it didn't matter to them if it was the Republic or the Empire or anyone. They were just literally, it was literally like
freelance.
No, not just freelance. No, not mercenaries. Think Nazi Germany.
Oh, yeah.
Think Nazi. They were literally just Nazis. They're like, oh, we follow orders. It doesn't matter what or who gets told to us. It's just orders, and that's why they were completely fine with killing Jedi, even if they had like any issues.
Well, I mean, even
like that's
then,
the thing. Like,
because they listen to the Emperor, because to them the Emperor is the one like above all. Because
the Chancellor.
He no, because
he was the Chancellor.
But when he's like execute order 66, he's the Emperor there, and they have like that failsafe built in or whatever to kill all the Jedi.
Yeah,
because they're not supposed to. Like, they were built with the intent of not harming the Jedi, but like Order 66 overrides that. It's like the one backup failsafe or whatever, in case the Jedi were to ever become a problem. That was the whole point of Order 66, but he just executes it as he's like, the failsafe, do it, like do it,
do it,
because that was the plan all along.
That was the plan all along. It was his plan all along.
It was the Emperor all along.
But also, like, I don't know. But yeah, the story I was trying to tell doesn't work because they didn't set up anything for the Republic to be as decrepit as it should be. From all intents and purposes, from the standpoint of the movie, from the movies, what we see on film, it seems like a normal government. And it seems pretty shitty, but I mean, it's not any worse than any normal, stable government.
Yeah,
it's a little clogged with bureaucracy, but
it has its problems.
It has its problems, but that's about it.
Yeah.
It's like, other major powers with those problems can sustain themselves. It's not something that would necessarily lead to its downfall, which, makes it seem like, well, the whole reason why a government and a universe was basically destroyed and people went through genocides, like the Mandalorian genocide, is because Obi-Wan was like just a dick to Anakin at the end. Like, it really makes it seem like it's like just one incident happened, and well, there you go. Now you have Lord Vader, and now you have Emperor Palpatine.
Fucked up.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Obi-Wan, you fucked up. And you know what? I'm not watching your Disney Plus show.
Exactly.
Not watching it. It's your fault.
Also, in The Mandalorian, what pissed me off? Ahsoka.
Why?
Because Ahsoka, doesn't act the way she should.
Isn't she older there already?
Yeah.
Or is it immediately? It's not immediately after.
It's not immediately
It's
after.
a few years after. That's why she seems older. She's not like a little teenager
It's
anymore.
after Rebels.
Yeah.
It's after Rebels. And Rebels, she's already shown as kind of older. But no, what I mean is, like, do you know what happened to Ahsoka in the Clone Wars when she was younger?
No.
She was excommunicated from the Jedi. She was no longer a Jedi.
That's why she's all like mysterious
and yet no, hold on. And she saw the fall of Anakin, and she had to fight Anakin, like, as Darth Vader. And she understands why he became Darth Vader. And he understands that the Jedi were wrong in forcing him to suppress his emotions. And yet she still...
The same thing to Grogu?
She still says the same thing to Grogu. She tells Din Djarin that Grogu needs to be able to suppress his emotions, that he's too old.
Because she's seen what happens when someone tries to train. That's why. Wait. That's the thing. He didn't have any formal Jedi training, right?
Yeah.
So he could have just lost the powers. That's what they were implying in the show. That's the thing. She goes, if he doesn't practice, he'll lose his powers, and then he'll just be a normal person, right? But because she's like, he's too old, we can't train him. I've seen what happens when you train someone who's too old and they don't have control of their emotions, right? But that's why in the end she's like, okay, fine, take him to the last Jedi or whoever.
Yeah. But see, here's the thing. She's trained someone older than him.
But
she's trained Ezra Bigger.
But that's my point. She's already seen someone. She's like, I've never seen someone this powerful. Because Grogu's super fucking powerful because he's like a little Yoda baby. Yeah. That's the thing. She's only ever seen that kind of power out of one other person.
For stuff.
He's 50 years old.
Yeah, but he's like still young for his race.
But that's too old to start training him in her on that race's terms, basically, let's say.
I guess.
That's why.
I would say that, like...
She doesn't want a repeat of, he's too old to train him, suppress his emotions. No, okay, let's train him. Oh, he did an outburst, he's killed everyone.
Well, she knows that suppressing the emotions was what caused that.
But because he was too old and they warned him in the first place. So now she's like, he's too old. I'm warning you.
But she knows that the only reason that Anakin fell was the suppressing the emotions. If they train him without that, like, she knows other ways to train now.
But they trained him. That's the thing.
Yeah.
They trained him.
Yeah, they trained him in that Jedi way. They didn't have to. They didn't have to force him. We just talked about how they could have just saved his mother and everything would be fine.
I mean, we haven't seen Grogu have anyone else either.
Yeah,
yet,
I know.
so.
But like now he has Din Djarin, right?
I guess. Oh, that was so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now he's gonna presumably have Luke and other things.
Whoever
but
else
like
is in
Ahsoka knows that it's not necessarily training that's the issue. It's the suppression of the emotions. It's not being able to have a healthy mental state. It's not having a healthy relationship with your emotions. That's what caused the entire problem. And they still wrote her so that's like, oh no, he's too old. They basically put her in the same situation as the Jedi Council when she herself was betrayed by the Jedi Council. She was readmitted because what happened was that she was excommunicated from the Jedi, right?
Yeah.
But then she was let back in because they found out that she was framed for that crime.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what happened? She decided not to come back because she was like, oh no, their way of thinking is incorrect.
Yeah.
Their way of thinking is going to cause issues down the line. She had this sort of resentment. So why would if she knows these issues, that they had with that training, and she's found other ways because she's older now, like you said, and she's already trained someone else that at an older age. So like even if we say relative, Grogu's still a baby, right?
Yeah.
For his race, he's still a baby. He's 50 years old, but he's still a baby.
Yeah.
She's trained a teenager, Ezra Bridger. She's trained someone who's far older, respective to their race. In the ways of the Jedi, and that means that he could still become a problem. But she knows that it's successful if you don't force them to suppress their emotions. She knows that there's these successful cases. Herself is a successful case of this because she left the Jedi Order as a teenager and she gave up on those teachings and she went and did her own thing, and that's how she ended up with Rebels and all this other stuff. So like, why would she advise Din Djarin, someone who knows nothing, to have that, Grogu suppress his emotions?
Because I think that she was assuming the Jedi was going to train her. That's why. She wasn't saying, I'm going to train him. She was like, don't take him to a Jedi because the Jedi are going to train him in the Jedi ways. She wasn't taking personal responsibility for training him.
No, yeah, but she said like he should just lose his powers.
Exactly, yeah. He should just lose his powers and then, he won't know how to use them.
But
and
she knows that that's not a guarantee.
But he won't be trained in the Jedi ways, right? And yeah, maybe he might have like some sort of violent outburst later, kill people. Who knows, right? Who knows?
No,
we don't know
but
the
like,
future.
Like she knows that just because he doesn't necessarily practice his powers doesn't mean he's going to lose them. Because there's other cases of people sustaining it long past, their thing.
Because in the show, they claim...
In the show, yes.
They claim, hey, he doesn't practice, he'll lose his touch with the Force. That's why.
Yeah,
that's
but
why
if
she's
we're
like,
just
let him.
isolating the show from like the rest of the larger Star Wars mythos.
Because do they
like there's cases in the Star Wars like canon.
Okay, I was like,
in canon,
is it
not
canon?
in legends. Not in legends. In canon. There's cases
canon.
where people don't train and they still have their power later in life. Yeah, it gets weaker. They're not as good with it. They struggle a lot more. So he probably wouldn't be as strong. But there's still a likely chance that he'd keep his powers.
I guess. I mean,
especially once he develops like consciousness and the ability to like think and do things for himself. Like even let's go with one of the worst Star Wars movies, Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Fucking there was that kid who was like 9 or 10 at the end, and he was just casually using the Force to bring up a broom. Just because they don't practice it doesn't mean that they're necessarily gonna lose it.
Maybe
they might not be as strong.
Maybe he just practices.
He could practice, but then
he's a hidden Jedi.
So could Grogu.
Wait, didn't they claim that anyone could become a fucking Jedi though with that garbage?
Oh, not necessarily anyone. It could be anyone. It could be.
So then, whose fucking relative is that kid? Like,
no one. But the thing is that he was supposed to be a slave or something like that. So which means that like if a slave can get around, practicing and keep his, Force a secret, so can Grogu. Like Grogu's a baby. Now imagine him as like a little kid. You think he's not gonna practice like, magic hands?
I guess.
Remember how when you were a little kid?
Wait, to be fair, he was kind of already doing it with like the candy and stuff. Remember?
Yeah.
Well, he goes like zoom to the candy and then
with the little steering ball wheel on the stick shift. He did that too. Like, there's no way he's not gonna keep like using his thing in some sort of way. Like, and Ahsoka knows this. Like, this pisses me off so much to no end. Like. like
they should have known the character and instead of writing this is our own version. Like, afterwards.
Yes. Like because like this is specifically in canon an Ahsoka that's gone through all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
Who's been excommunicated from the Jedi, who's
Yeah.
left the Jedi, who understands what were the wrong parts of the Jedi teaching were.
Yeah.
It's like the same issue I have with Luke in the Last Jedi, or right? Yeah, that was the old man Luke. Like he knows what was wrong with like the Jedi stuff.
And yet he just does the same cycle.
And yes, he does the same thing.
Like he tried to strike down a fucking kid because he's like he's too powerful. I've seen what happens. It's like, bruh,
you saved Anakin.
Vader's redemption arc is in the trash now.
What?
Vader's redemption arc is in the trash because you did that. Like it makes no sense.
It's the exact same issue I have. Like that to me, those two things are the exact same thing. And like this is such a like it's a small nitpick compared to like because The Mandalorian was such a good show. So compared to like the rest of the quality of the show, it's like such like a small thing. But it's like also like it's one of the major bad things that happened in a bad movie. And so you're transplanting that core badness into like an otherwise high quality product, and it's like glaring. You get me? It's like when like you have like an all black painting or something and there's like a splash of white on it.
Yeah.
It's like why?
Yeah, you got to keep that paint separate but equal.
I was not thinking of that. That was not anywhere near my.
That was perfect.
Anyways, my rant aside, I'm sweating now from how like upset that made me.
Empowered you.
Yeah, I was like, dude, like I'm actually hot now.
I know.
I'm like,
crazy.
dude, like I just had so many emotions based off of that. It's
passion.
Like, and we talked about this before, I think. Like,
I didn't even talk about that specific problem. That's the thing. We haven't talked about that. We're talking about like other stuff and like the overall review, but
yeah. It's like
I guess
it still pisses me off to this day. It's
it
like,
does.
Like come on, so close.
But I think well the real takeaway from all this is Eternals is pretty good.
Oh fuck. Eternals. Yes.
Okay.
Anyways.
Okay, so we're finally gonna do the Eternals review. That was okay. We'll start one by one. Icarus, right?
Icarus.
Flew too close to the sun.
Yes.
And Sprite, that was pretty funny. I prefer
Sprite.
Coke, but I liked how it was kind of funny.
I prefer 7-Up.
Actually, no, I like Fanta better. I take it back. I like
You
Fanta.
like Nazi Coke?
I do like Nazi Coke better. Someone clip that.
Nazi Coke.
Okay. Shasta then.
Shasta.
Orange Shasta. There.
Orange
Before you're
Shasta.
canceled. Okay. Yeah. Sprite. It was funny how Sprite was the one making all the stories, and they were like, "Ha, she made the stories." Like, I see what you did there, right? But Icarus, he was really fucking cool as like as the Superman of the group. It was like very imposing, very stoic. But then at the end, when he's like, spoiler alert! Oh, if you haven't seen Eternals,
Spoiler for Eternals.
it's been a month already since
It's been
Eternals
about a
came
month.
out.
Yeah,
We're doing a very late review, but hey, this
very
is,
late.
This is what
Better
you
late
got.
than never.
Exactly.
You're watching a podcast with like 3 people watching it, so you know you get what you sign
you
up
get
for.
what you fucking deserve.
Exactly.
So yeah, and you guys can send in stuff at any time. Email broketillfridaypodcast@gmail.com for your questions, your suggestions, your rants, your questions. I said questions twice. And so
I don't know. I'm just like making faces at the camera. I'm just like,
exactly. We got the eyes over there. He's got the looks. I've got the brains. We're making lots of money. We're not making lots of money yet. It's like that one song.
one song.
Okay.
Oh,
I did that right into the microphone.
That hurt my ears. Fuck the audio listeners, I guess.
Honestly. So okay. So Icarus is very I liked how he was like kind of nimble and stuff in between the fights as opposed to Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh was cool because I feel like I could feel the weight of his hits.
Yeah,
and stuff. He was like all the thum thum and like everything would charge up, and you know he can't fly or anything, but it was still cool seeing him being like, I'm gonna fucking punch this gigantic thing right in the face, and it's gonna feel it.
Yeah,
like the weight of it. Like watching in the theater, you could hear, I'm just gonna keep repeating myself. You could feel the weight of every hit.
You could feel the weight
him,
of every hit.
as opposed to Icarus, where he's kind of like, I'm gonna fly around.
Such a good movie. Such a
you know,
good
he's
movie.
gonna hit them and stuff, but it was like,
Yeah.
it was crazy. I think okay, that was so like interesting, and like I liked what they did with Angelina Jolie, where it's like she's also a fighter, but she's got dementia now, and you're like, oh my god, like now she has to be babysat by Gilgamesh, who was one of the other strongest ones, which just makes it more, which makes it sadder.
Yeah.
spoiler alert, when Gilgamesh dies and he's like, oh, she's like, say it, and he's like, I'll find you in this life and the next, and it's like, start crying, dude. That shit was sad. Even though I know some people are like, there's no character development. It's like, were you not watching the fucking movie?
Yeah.
Like, I know.
What? Hold on. No. Here's what's pissing me off.
Go.
So what people who don't like the movie either haven't watched it or are mad about the diversity in the movie.
They were review bombing it because they were like, oh my God, there's a gay couple in this and like a bunch of bullshit. And it's like the Asian lady's the lead and stuff. And I was like, since I watched the movie opening night, I came out going, everyone, like, it had like a fucking 60% Rotten Tomatoes. I'm like, whoever rated it 60% is blind. Just like you said, is blind. Either they don't appreciate the movie for what it is, because some people went, it's just another Marvel movie, large explosion stuff. And then other people were like, it's not enough like a Marvel movie. There's too much talking and exposition. It's like, it's a fucking story. Like, you're watching a story unfold in the Marvel universe. Like, people are trying too much to think of it like it's in a superhero film, or it's not enough like a superhero film. Like, of course, no one's ever gonna be happy. But
no one's ever gonna be happy.
It was a very good movie. Like, it was beautiful. There was like amazing cinematography from it, great scenes in it, how they used like the backdrop, and the humor was like good, and it wasn't too much where they're like, oh, we're gonna be in the last fight. Oh, quip. No, there was no like crazy quips or anything in the last fight. It was just kind of like with
serious. And they dispatched the deviant like nothing.
That was my one criticism. Like, they set up the deviant being like, I am smart and stuff like that, and then he just goes and then he dies.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna escape or something, and then maybe we get something like that later on. Maybe it's gonna be like Cell, where he goes absorbing people until he gets smarter and smarter.
Yeah.
But it was like he just absorbed 2 deviants and then he got cut, and I'm like, that's it? Yeah. Like, that was a little unsatisfying for me, at least. That's my criticism of it.
The only reason why I'm fine with it is because I like watching the film. Like, halfway through, I was like, okay, the deviant isn't the actual enemy. Yeah. It's the Celestial that's the actual enemy. Not just Celestial coming out from the ground, but like the head honcho god Celestial is the actual enemy.
Is he an enemy though? That's the whole moral quandary about the movie.
Well, that's the inside one. That's the one that's inside the Earth. I'm talking about like their boss.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Is Arishem a bad guy?
Yeah.
Because he's like, we will destroy this world as we've done to countless others, and we will create billions of new lives, trillions of new lives. What is the point of...
he technically owns the universe.
Exactly. So
if you destroy your own computer, even if it has things living on it, are you the bad guy?
Exactly.
I mean, I guess the things on there, but like in general.
You've got cats.
Yeah.
Some of them have fleas. You kill the fleas. Are you evil?
Yeah.
Are you? I mean, I understand I'm equating like human lives with fleas, but that's what it is to Arishem.
Yeah.
And that's why he does what he does. That's why they even
human lives basically are fleas to Arishem.
Because he needs that energy to then make a bunch more lives. Yeah. That's the whole point.
It's like, are you fine? Hold on. So that goes back to human life. It's like, are you fine with killing all the fleas on your cat if it means that you get to have a child?
No, I would say it's because it's... Think of the universe as an ecosystem, right? And you're like, I don't like these mushrooms. I got to kill them all. But if you kill the mushrooms off, then there's not going to be any fertilizer for more trees to grow. That's what it's more equatable to, I would say. Because remember, he said if you stop the convergence or the whatever it was, if you stop it from happening, a celestial will not be born, and I cannot create more lives.
Well, it's more like the Celestial would create more lives.
Well, exactly.
Tiamat, the Celestial that's inside the Earth, would create more lives.
Exactly.
But it is like the whole purpose of killing all the people is so that the Celestial could be born. So they are killing off a bunch of lower life forms to give birth to a higher life form.
That will then create more lower life forms. But then it spawns more and more and more, which is the cycle of the universe.
So it's not really plants and mushrooms. It's more like if you had to cull a bunch of mushrooms so that a human could sprout from it and then plant more mushroom seeds.
That's okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. Like, let's say there's poisonous mushrooms on your farm, and you want to have a kid. So you take off all the poisonous mushrooms, but no new trees will grow. But then when your kid is finally born, you can replant new, better mushrooms.
Yeah, your kid will plant more better mushrooms.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's
different ones that will
one.
not be poisonous, and then stuff can grow again.
Yeah. Yeah. The only reason that like they give the special exemption to humans is because they fought Thanos.
Yeah, and technically...
And they won.
Technically, Thanos was like stopping the convergence or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So the real question is, do all lives really matter?
just let that hang in the air for a bit.
That's the name of the episode. But
oh no, we're gonna get the wrong crowd.
I love it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
How
Let's
do you call it?
But okay, so I understand that. I understand that, right? How it's like, okay, you know, is he really the bad guy? Technically, he's neutral. I would say up to a point. Arishem, because he's a judge, and he could have destroyed the world. You saw him fucking flex on them hoes on Earth. It's like, finally, at least we stopped the convergence. And then you see, and he's like, sup, fool?
Yeah.
Thought you were gonna get out of here? Come on. And then he takes them all.
Yeah.
And then he goes,
you will be the evidence for, or basically the lawyer for
you. Yeah. I will look through your memories so that I can judge. Boom, gone. And everyone's like, what the fuck?
He's not even like just showing it. He's taking the evidence into account.
It's like you show up to an anthill, pick out the queen, and then you walk away.
Yeah, it's like
the equivalent. Because to be fair, he could have murdered everyone.
Yeah, he could have just reinstated Tiamat.
Yeah,
murdered everyone
else.
Oh,
you guys stop this? Nah, fool. But because he saw all the effort they went through and the way they changed and grew when they weren't supposed to. That's the other thing. He's like, I designed the deviants so they could grow and they could call the large monsters, but they grew too much and now they became the monsters. Mm-hmm. Eternals, you guys cannot grow. I'll reset your guys' memories. All that kind of stuff, right? So, oh fuck, where's it going with this? Oh yeah, so that's why he was able to pick them up and going, I will now judge. I will not kill anyone yet, because I can kind of say I don't want to say he's impartial, but he's definitely not a bad guy.
Yeah, he's not a bad guy.
He's not evil.
Sense, no, but he's the antagonist of the film.
He's the antagonist of the film.
Like, that's what I was trying to say. Like, I didn't really mind the deviant being called off because they were expressly shown. Like, yes, well, this deviant developed. The Eternals were always above him somehow. The times where he did manage to kill other Eternals is because the Eternals were fighting with each other. Like Icarus betrayed the leader Ajak, and that's why the deviant got her.
The healing powers.
Gilgamesh was kind of distracted and was kind of dealing with
a lot of stuff,
but in particular with Athena.
Because she.
And that's why the demon got the drop on him. So he was always kind of shown as really weak compared to the.
He had to find
Eternals.
Advantages to get to them.
Yeah,
and I mean, because I was like, he's Mr. Heal All. How's he gonna heal the fucking head chop off? But he probably won't because unless because they were pretty sure he's dead now.
Yeah,
they made a point to show him all sliced up, so he's dead now. Yeah. But that last fight was fucking awesome.
It was super
Makari being a fucking speedster, amazing, dude. Real speedster against Superman. She was like doom doom and. I swear I thought she was gonna fucking die when they were like, oh, Icarus is against us, and then Icarus turns. I thought he was just gonna fucking murk her right there.
Yeah.
The problem with speedsters is they're too OP. So you gotta nerf them. Like in X-Men, they break Quicksilver's leg in the beginning, or they wrap him around, or
they do something. They do something to incapacitate it. But
you have to incapacitate the speedster because they would be too powerful. Yeah. Otherwise, you could just go, why didn't the speedster just do this? Why didn't the speedster just do that? He had a broken leg. He had a broken leg. Just right there real quick.
Break the leg. Break the leg.
Break the leg. Break his fucking leg.
And how good the quality product is like how well you're able to take them out of the action.
Exactly.
Honestly, that's like the mark. Like if you have a speedster in your show or in your entertainment medium, how well you can incapacitate them
or balance around the storyline
around them. It shows the quality of the product because you could just say, oh yes, the speedster ran so fast that he tripped over a rock and broke his leg, and it's like, okay, come on.
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh yeah, if they do something like, oh yeah, there was like a solar flare or something,
or any other sort of
anything that's not like a contrivance, basically.
Exactly.
If you can take your speedster out of the action without it being a contrivance, that's the mark of a good quality product.
Or it's not just like he was distracted. It's like distracted. He's got fucking superhuman speed like that. That's my problem with the Flash TV show. We'll get into that next week. Next week. That's a whole nother episode.
Ooh.
All
right.
Okay, but the fight was so cool with Makari because the way she was using her speed, she wasn't like she was punching him and stuff, but the way she would go like thum 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 with throwing the air shocks into him and it actually like blowing him back and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I understand also how he was able to get a hold of her because he sees the pattern, which is like why he's a leader or whatever. He's so smart. He sees the pattern. He's so strong, and he sees the pattern, and he grabs her. And I was like, oh shit! Now she's gonna die. Luckily, she didn't die. It was just Gilgamesh and Ajak, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they only can lock
Gilgamesh and Ajak.
Ajak. But also the whole Sprite thing. The other thing with the other problem I had with Sprite was that the whole I'm in love with Icarus for my whole life. Like, where did that come from?
That was kind of random.
Yeah, I understand that she's frustrated that she can't grow up because they show us that in the bar scene.
Yeah.
They show like, oh, in the bar scene, she's flirting with some guy and the guy tries to touch her, but she's like, it's just an illusion. And he's like, huh? And she's like, yeah, too much drink, and leaves. That's a frustration. I understand that, right? But then there was no sort of sprinkle or anything about Icarus. Nothing.
No.
Like if they had given us maybe like during the journey, maybe her like looking at them like jealous when they were like having fucking sex on the rocks, like a straight up sex scene.
Straight up fucking sex scene. Yeah.
That fool was raw dogging it. But yeah, I mean, like if they had shown like, or even like a flashback of her being like, I was jealous,
you know what that
and
just
then turns
reminds
around
me
and
of?
sees them holding hands or something, you know. But
You know what that kind of gets in my head?
what?
Arishem had to design the ability for them to do that.
Well, because he designed them to look
but like that means they have
he gave
sex
them
organs.
Yeah, because they couldn't know they weren't human or
But they did
sorry,
know.
I mean, sorry. They couldn't know that this wasn't like their first rodeo or whatever, you know. So whatever
but then
feelings
why
that they
give them
gained for each
that
other,
a bite?
because whatever feelings they gained for each other, they'd have to use to work together as a team.
I guess so. Yeah. But then
He gave him a pee-pee.
Yeah, he gave him a pee-pee. Like, I don't understand. Like why? Like that's like such a like if you think about it, if you're designing
A
someone
robot.
a robot, you're designing a robot.
You're gonna give it a penis?
You're gonna give it a penis?
I guess. Yeah, he could have just made them all asexual androids, but
Yeah. Like legitimately, there was no real reason for them to all.
yeah. If he's all concerned about them evolving, why is he giving them reproductive organs?
Yeah, exactly. It is a little weird.
He could have just made them
Like,
smooth down there like Barbies, or maybe he had already made them smooth and they had failed because they weren't able to get their frustrations out.
True. Maybe.
They were like,
But
how
then
are we
why
supposed
design
to
them
do
with those
stuff?
frustrations in the first place? If you don't design them
With
with
the
sex
hormones?
organs, why would you give
No
them
hormones.
He's like, here's the thing. He's making them from scratch. There's nothing. He has to implement those emotions. He has to implement those organs.
Yeah.
He's the one making those decisions. Why is he making those decisions?
Maybe to give them the concept of free will. Because if you think of it, they're like, wait, we don't have free will? Wait, are we doing this all for a master? Oh, no. And then they rebel. Maybe he thought that. But if he gives them the illusion of free will.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
then he tells them, hey, you're not all free will. Time to wipe you. Whoop, whoop. So, yeah, you give them the illusion of free will, the illusion to do whatever they want so they can fall in love, do whatever they want. And then they come back. Because in your head, it's like, I'll let my Sims run and do whatever because I'm just going to reset the PC anyway.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's probably what he was thinking. But then it grew too much. I saw this post where a guy was like, my Sims went to computer science school and they found out they were in a simulation, so I just unplugged the computer. They proved it.
They proved they weren't in a simulation. Oh my
Yeah.
God. You know, that is one thing that kind of not scares me, but it's kind of like unnerving. It's like if we ever do find out we're in a simulation,
What do we do?
well, not only is there nothing we can do, but
Would they just unplug us?
yeah, it's like there's no way to know that the people creating our simulation aren't also a simulation.
Simulations to the top, baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like
but
there's
I
no
feel
way.
like- I feel like when you get to simulation within a simulation, you get into like kind of that nihilist route where you're like, then why does anything matter? It's like all the human experience.
You already know, right? Like I'm essentially what's called an optimistic nihilist. I'm like nothing you ever do will ever matter in the end of it. So why not be nice?
I like that. Why can't more people be like more people?
Yeah,
You gotta be like
nothing
Edward.
you do will ever matter at all. So why
Or-
make
or-
life hell? Why do that sort of villainous thing?
Yeah, why are you being a dick if
Yeah.
you being a dick is, or well, I guess
It's not going to do anything.
Being a dick is more impactful than being nice, to be fair. Because if you think of it this way, there's 1,000 times the customer goes, "Thank you, have a nice day, thank you, have a nice day," but the one time they don't or they're a dick, that stands out to you.
Yeah, but then like if it doesn't matter, why are you causing hell for people? Like
That's
if
true.
in the end
Yeah.
nothing matters, why are you causing such negativity in your life right now?
If the heat death of the universe is going to consume everything,
Why are you being a dick?
exactly.
Yeah, that's essentially my point of view, my philosophy on life. It's like
Yeah, just don't be a dick.
don't
Like,
be a dick. Life matters so little.
It's just
in
like
the end.
Jesus said, "Don't be a dick, guys."
Exactly. Stop being a piece of shit.
And take off that fucking fedora.
Yeah. And shave that fucking beard. No.
Shave that fucking neck
hippie.
beard.
No.
Take a shower, you piece of shit. Jesus Christ. 280 or whatever they say.
Dude, let's become evangelical pastors and just like, in the name of Jesus, don't be a piece of shit.
Evangelicals for Zoomers. The Zoomer Evangelicals.
Zoomer evangelical.
The Zoomer. That's the new title. Zoomer Sorry. Zoomer
Evangelical. Oh my God!
Right.
We gotta clip that. We gotta clip
That's
that.
perfect. As Jesus once said, bro, why you simping?
No, why you simping? Esther, why you simping?
Bruh. That's Jesus Christ.
Oh my
That's
God!
not
We do
Jesus.
so many
That's Jesus.
stereotypes on this thing. Like, it's a little uncomfortable sometimes.
It's not, I mean, as long we're not being straight up racist. That's the thing. People always go, "Oh, you can't say that. That's racist." There's like 3 different levels. There's racism, there's prejudice, and there's stereotypes.
Yeah.
Because if I go like, "Oh, I'm Mexican. That's why I love burritos." Haha. Like, yeah, that's a stereotype, right? Because yes, there are Mexicans who like burritos. It's like if you see it a lot, it's a stereotype, right?
My dad does not like any other food.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's Mexicans for you.
No,
that's Mexicans
That's
for
Mexicans for you. Like, no, like legitimately. Like, we had a Waba. We had Waba
Waba
Grill, right? Because we went to the same place where I got food poisoning, right? And I was like, I'm not having In-N-Out.
Nope.
I'm not getting
Triggered.
In-N-Out.
Trauma.
Because like we've been going there for a while, and I got Waba Grill every single time. And the one time I get In-N-Out, I get food poisoning.
Fucking food poisoning.
And so I was like, you know what? I'm just getting Waba Grill. I don't care.
Safe. It's
And my
safe.
parents were like, all right, we'll just get whatever you get, because the taco people had already gotten kicked out.
Yeah.
And I got him, and he was like, dude, that tastes disgusting. He was like, he didn't like the sauce. He didn't like the sauce. And he was like, I would just rather had a burrito. And like every time we go, burrito. I'm like,
burritos are very safe, to be fair, too.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
can't go wrong with a burrito. But like, okay, but yeah,
But it's just
but to my point, yeah, like there's different levels. Because obviously, I'm not going like I hate Mexicans because they like burritos. That's racism. That's different.
That's
Yeah.
racist. That's racist.
So. Well, your mic's still on, right?
Yes.
Oh, it's, okay. I hold it right here just so I don't accidentally click it off. That's
oh,
fine.
dude, I'm not even touching it. I'm like,
Oh, okay.
I'm like,
Be
I'm
careful
holding
not
it-
to touch it.
Yeah, I'm holding it like
Okay.
this.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's different levels. So I would say, like, yeah, as long as we're not doing like straight up like Asian accents or anything, which is like terribly offensive. Talking to my penis. All right. We've gotten to that point in the podcast, guys. I think it's time. Okay, so in summary, Eternals.
Eternals.
Very good.
Very good.
I give
Very
it a
good pro-choice
solid
movie.
Pro-choice, honestly.
Pro-choice.
Your choice to abort the world.
Yeah,
I give it a
Honestly,
solid
though, like because of the continuity of like because Disney wants to build off of it.
Yeah.
They had no choice but to go pro-choice, which is I find it hilarious because
Yeah.
they made the math behind the scenes. They were like,
my earth, my choice.
exactly. They made the math behind the scenes. They're like, there's more money involved in this, and it's
Yeah.
better for our story if we come off as pro-choice rather than appealing to conservatives.
Yeah.
Which is just like the math that every company is doing so far.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
All right. What would you rate it out of 10? I give it a solid 8 out of 10 because I could definitely rewatch it again. It made me like really feel for the characters because I was able to connect with them. Oh, really quick, like the Indian assistant, that was so sweet at the end when he's like, oh, thank you everyone for everything. And it's like he just accepted that the earth was gonna fucking die, and he was still like, thank you everybody, like,
Yeah, he was
thank
still
you for your...
chill.
And I was so sad because I was like, like him as a human being realizes how futile it is to like, try and like resist against it.
Also,
right?
his boss, like the person that he basically falls around, is like, "No, I'm fine if y'all die."
Okay. It's not that he was fine. It's the third thing. It's like you're the Force or you're against us. It's like, no, I understand that we were built by Arishem. That is our purpose. But I will not fight you guys because you're my brothers.
No, he
That's what
agreed
he's
with
doing.
Arishem.
That's what I said. Yeah.
He agreed that
he's
the
like,
Earth should die. So he's like, I don't
Yes.
care if y'all die. He cared if his family died. He didn't care if the Earth died. If the Earth people are.
because the people of Earth are technically not his people, which is like he's like the third party view. He's like,
Yeah.
I understand that we have a duty to Arishem. I will not fight you guys.
No, but what I mean
That
is
was
from the
his-
point of view of the dude that was like all
Yeah.
apologetic. He's
Yeah.
like, his boss is completely fine with him
I
and his
know.
family getting
Yeah, I
just killed
guess.
and destroyed.
That's a little fucked up. Come on, Kumail.
And the best thing that he did was like, you should go be with your family. And he's like, wait, hold on though.
Yeah.
Hold on though. I want
Yeah.
an opinion in this. It's my life that's gonna be
Honestly,
destroyed.
yeah, but to them it's like,
can I stay here?
They're
please?
Eternals. They don't really see it like that. I mean,
Yeah.
well, luckily at the end he was like, okay, you guys kind of convinced me now.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
whole Sprite backstabbing her, that was fucked up.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, I gave it a solid 8 out of 10. I can
8 out of 10.
I can
agree with that.
definitely rewatch it. It's just like I want to give Shang-Chi was like an 8.5. 8.5. I'll give it an 8.5 because I rank it above Eternals, but Eternals is really good. And even I know it's 3 hours long. So another criticism is it could have been a miniseries, and I agree. Maybe as a miniseries,
It could have been a miniseries.
It might have been
would have
better.
been better as a miniseries, honestly.
More information, more sprinkling
more time.
in other details.
Like
and
we would have
things.
gotten more expansion on sprites, like which I understand why, because
And
like
on the
Sprite, like Sprite is basically the the little sister or the little sibling character where like
Yeah.
they fall in love with their older brother because he's strong and that sort of thing, and because she
Yeah.
has the inferiority complex of being like the youngest,
Forever young. Yeah. You can never have an actual human
Yeah.
relationship, basically.
Yeah, so I understand why he ended up liking Icarus,
Mm-hmm.
but like that's all like extra, like it's not shown on the film.
Yeah.
That's all like
Yeah. You have to
outside
infer it.
interpret-
You have
yeah.
to infer it from the in hindsight.
Well,
you're
it's not just in hindsight, or you can't infer, because inference is good. Like if they had like that's what basically when you were talking about earlier, when if they had shown Sprite be jealous,
Yeah,
like
a whole little
that's
scene or
inference,
two.
which is like what you're supposed to have in a film.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to spell things out directly, but this one you have to kind of create the whole thing, whole cloth.
justification,
outside.
yeah.
You have to create it outside of the film, which
guess.
is not great. But
Honestly, yeah.
you were saying Shang-Chi is like
I give it an 8.5.
8.5.
Maybe an 8.7. Did you not like it that much?
I would have put 9.
9?
I really like
I
Shang-Chi.
agree with that.
I really
I'll
like
fuck it.
Shang-Chi.
I'll give it a 9. I'll give it a 9.
I really like
that
Shang-Chi,
was
not
so
gonna
good.
lie.
Beautiful movie.
I love the
fucking
characters.
rings and everything.
Dude,
Great. This has turned to another Shang-Chi review.
Shang-Chi. Because Shang-Chi, I feel like, okay, so before Shang-Chi,
Yeah.
I didn't, like, there was a lot of people that I was seeing, podcasts and, like, live streams and,
gonna
like,
flunk and
reviews
blah, blah.
that they were like, no, not that it was going to flop,
Oh.
but that, like, because this is in between Loki and Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
And I was like, and people I was watching, people I was listening to were like, the MCU is in a downward controlled spiral. Like they don't know what to do with the characters. They, they from here on out, with Loki, they've messed up everything because
Yeah.
like there's no free will or whatever. They were saying a bunch of things about how bad it was. Then I went and I saw, and like I was like, I don't agree with that. I'm kind of like on this side of the fence, but y'all are kind of convincing me a little bit, but not really. I have to see Shang-Chi
To believe.
to decide really either way.
Yeah.
And then I saw Shang-Chi and I'm like, dude,
So good.
there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way this is a controlled downward
No,
spiral.
no.
There's no
They
way.
did a
This
lot
is
of work and
so
everything.
good.
Yeah.
This is so good. I
Dude,
was
the
like,
Mandarin alone
yeah,
fucking...
yeah. Oh,
Give me a
the Mandarin.
miniseries on his life
Yeah.
with him acting.
Dude, if we
Bruh.
can get a prequel on
His life?
dude.
Because I know they give us
swear.
flashbacks.
I
It was so badass
swear.
him being like, quiet. I've lived more lifetimes than you, young man. And he's like, oh,
Oh
shit,
my
bro.
god, dude! I would love a prequel series about the Mandarin. Ooh,
Legit. Great.
Ooh,
All right, that's it.
yeah. We're broke till Friday. Goodbye, my friends. We'll see you next week. Now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday. Bye, my friends. We'll see you next week. And now I'ma go and beat my meat. And we're broke till Friday.
Okay, so I'm just testing it. Talking to yours? Wait, grab yours. Talking to yours.
Motherfucker.
Okay, that's good enough. And then...
Motherfucker.
Okay.